Rainbow Dash, your winter is going to be petless.
Well, what do you know? Rainbow Dash is the new rarity. Oh wait, that already happened. Well, it's the first Rainbow Dash episode of the season. Does it hold up? Let's find out. Rainbow Dash is excited that winter is arriving because it'll be the first one she gets to spend with Tank. I'm calling bullshit on that. But Tank appears to be tired, which interferes with Rainbow Dash's plans. Once she learns that Tank is getting ready for hibernation, she comes up with numerous schemes to prevent winter from coming to town. Probably the best part about this episode is how focused it is. Rainbow Dash is facing a conflict where she doesn't work off the other main six, but instead she works around her dilemma with Tank. The episode is entirely about how she feels about Tank leaving and what lengths she's willing to go through to prevent winter from coming. Other characters come in every once in a while, but it never loses track of how it's Rainbow Dash's story, which results in some pretty good pacing. Rainbow Dash is also very well portrayed in the episode. There are points where she starts going too far with her selfishness and obsession with spending time with Tank, but you know what? I've seen worse. I think this is something that she would do, but it's not done in a way that's really pushing it. Also, her cockiness sped up the process of what she didn't want happening, so you could say that it was done for humorous irony. Seeing Rainbow Dash tackling a conflict on her own also gives us more time to enjoy her character. Since we don't see much of the other main six, we just see Dash pushing herself into a number of situations and how she plans on getting out of them. And it fills up the time slot very well. She has a lot of pretty funny reactions throughout the episode and even makes some creepy facial expressions. But more importantly, her rebellious spirit is put to good use, working off nothing more than her own selfishness. The exploration throughout the Cloud Factory is also pretty cool, and the scene offers some pretty impressive visuals. The design of the factory itself is pretty standard, but the idea of keeping lightning in bottles, studying the forms of snowflakes, gathering snow in barrels, however that works, are all pretty good touches. And the chaos of the factory's meltdown results in one of the single biggest booms in the series. Whoa. I really love the song in this episode. Not only does it have great background music, not only does it have good visuals, not only does it have purpose in its involvement with the story, but it also has to be one of the single best performances by Rainbow Dash ever. I've seen her character singing before, but damn, she can really pull off a solo. Her singing voice is amazing, and it reaches all sorts of good points. My only problem is this one lyric that drives me nuts.
When life gives you lemons, you can make lemonade.
Because that's how you start all your songs, I guess. There's also a few good bits in the episode, such as a funny bit involving the confusion of identity, a quick reference to an earlier episode, and, well, do I even need to say it?
Prepare yourselves, every pony. Winter is coming.
It's either me or this cold, and it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
The episode leads up to the final steps of Rainbow Dash's denial, in which she finally breaks down into tears, which honestly I kinda found funny. Call me a sick bastard, but it's funny in how ridiculous she makes it out to be, like it's such a big deal, and how it almost feels like something that Rarity would do. She eventually gets over it, and this leads up to a teary farewell between Rainbow Dash and Tank, which I suppose holds its weight depending on your view on their connection. Tank has been in like 5 episodes up to this point, and even then we've hardly seen the two connect or even interact with each other. But on the other hand, little bits over the years, such as the one in Just for Sidekicks, has a brief moment showing Rainbow Dash having grown very fond of Tank over time. And I guess their connection off-screen should be taken into account too. There's no moral explained at the end, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And as long as Rainbow Dash remembers it, that's good enough for me. Tanks for the Memories isn't Rainbow Dash's best episode, but she gets through this one fairly well on her own. Aside from that, it has good humor, an incredible song sequence, and a heartwarming ending. So once you get past the confusing timeline, it's a good episode. MisAnthro Pony, over and out.
I'm gonna hang here and read to him a bit. That little guy can never get to sleep without a bedtime story. I'll be right there.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Shows no signs of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. Lights have turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.